A savage plantain how may conduct the key to defending the planet's eatable plantain harvest has been put on the death listing. It is found just in Madagascar, wherever down there are fair 5 ripe trees leftward in the savage. Scientists say the factory is necessary to be preserved, as it may conduct the open secret to compliance bananas secure for the next largest bananas consumption about the planet are of a kind named as the Cavendish, that is sensitive to a factory parasite. The racing is on to evolve new plantain varieties how are both of delicious to eat and elastic, quite to pull through assault of Panama illness. The Madagascan plantain has developed in insulation on an isle cut off of the continent, and may include specific properties. Richard Alena, elder preservation juryman at the King Botanical Gardens, Kew, told the kind, Ensid Perrier could include to build toleration to dry spell or illness. It doesn't include Panama illness in it, so maybe it has gene traits versus the illness, he told. We don't aware before we in fact do study on the plantain himself, but we can't do the study before he's stored. Kew scientists sought for the plantain factory in Madagascar and found it was nearly dead in the savage. Dr. Helene Rolimanana of the Kew Madagascar Preservation Center says the factory is portion of the isle's wealthy flower legacy. It is really essential to save the savage plantain since it has big oil seed that can propose and prospect to discover a gene expression to enhance the treated plantain, she told. If the savage plantain can be secured, down there will be opportunities to gather the oil seed and see at the factory's gene do-up. The Madagascan plantain produces oil seed during the harvest, that tool it is not appetizing to take. But crucifix breeding could conduct to a new kind of plantain how would be both of eatable and elastic. The plantain grows on the end of forest, wherever it is sensitive to harm of harsh weather events as so as of harvesting, fires and the cleaning of forest for agriculture. Bananas are clones, that tool they are all the identical. So, if the illness is this in one factory it can distribution rapidly through the entire people. How is the instance for currently, but it may not be so in the next. The illness touching the Cavendish is now restricted to Asia, but if it were to distribution to the Americas, it could wipe away out the planet's plantain harvest. The in fact happened in the 1950s in a kind of plantain named as the Gros Michel, frequently named as Big Mike. The chant, Affirmative. We include no bananas, is told to include been encouraged by a lack of Gros Michel bananas, that began in an outburst of the mushroom over Panama illness. Gros Michel bananas were replaced by Cavendish bananas, that are mentioned following William Cavendish, the 6th Grand Duke of Devonshire, who lived at Chatsworth Building in Derby. Bananas include been grown up at Chatsworth with 1830 while Chief Gardener Joseph Paxton promoted a sample imported of Mauritius. Almost each plantain now corroded is immediately lowered of the factory. It goes by the research behalf, Ensid Perrier and is listed as crucially vanishing. It is found in the tropic forest of the nation's west area wherever it is by risk of disafforestation. Just 5 ripe trees are now informed to stay in the savage. Bananas on the verge struggling to rescue the planet's bananas. Why yours bananas could quickly price more than in the afternoon.